professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a Scantron, pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail: race versus love versus society. So last night, me and my lady watched You People on Netflix, right? And it dawned on me that, what's realistic about the issue, the interracial dating that's still an issue, is it's probably more of an issue if you're black. Because race is an issue because we're the only group that's not going to assimilate, or that's not assimilated, or not quote unquote allowed to assimilate. Um, because you really don't, if it's white and Hispanic, they really assimilate the white culture. Same thing with Asian. Um, Same thing. Excuse me. The Arab culture, maybe not. Muslim culture, maybe not, per se. But because I can't speak on that one. But I think that's the issue. Like, we won't assimilate, and because it's not in our best interest. But the other thing, the love thing. To love a person, you can love an individual, but to also love that person, you have to love their culture, where they came from, and in the things about their culture that are near and dear to their heart. You know what I'm saying? That are different from another person's culture. And I think that's easier for most people because they can love an individual so much that they overlook the quote unquote cultural part. And the person's like, I know this person doesn't understand this in totality, but I love this person too. And I don't understand all of them and their ways of totality, but it's okay. But it comes up, it comes up regardless of the situation. Um, but what's most interesting about the movie was society. Like, sometimes couples can't get together because of their family and their friends in the world, because you got two families, you know, maybe on opposite ends of the spectrum with different perspectives, and you got parents who don't want their son or daughter to be involved with a certain group of people, and be in certain environments, or be around a stereotype in their mind, and they get in the way. You got certain family members who may be using that interracial relationship as, oh, now I can play this experimental game, now it's the Klan versus the Black Panthers. Oh, we're gonna really see how this goes down. And that has nothing to do with their relationship, but it brings a strain on it. And then you have friends, hey, it's about to be Black History Month. Let's see what they really know. It's Juneteenth. We still got to go to the white folks' house. Like, we gonna go to their house on July, on Independence Day. And because there's a whole racial dynamic, right? Because I've seen, I've heard people talk about it where the families usually have to chill out and concede, or somebody just has to give up their side of the family and their friends and just enter into one space. And for what I've seen a lot of Black people just enter into a white society and dip out every now and then when they can't take it too much. And the only reason, and I've seen white people who were interjected in quote unquote in the Black culture because they were basically kicked out, disowned. Like, I ain't sure what you got. Go with them. You can't never come back. I've seen that. So the idea that love conquers all. People interject their hate in people's love. Where people wasn't asking for it. And I think it's difficult for people to go. I think race brings a better perspective to it because people don't mind destroying somebody's relationship if they have a really good relationship because they're two different races. Because racism can cover it up. Like, hey, you weren't supposed to be there no way. Just gotta let it go and move on. And I think people get fooled a lot of times because you see those shows where, some white guy, oh, they wouldn't let me date this black girl when I was a child and teenager, but now that I'm 57 years old and I got terminal cancer, I love you now, baby. And she goes, oh, baby, I can't. I love you too. I've been waiting all my life for this. And it's like, whatever. Whatever. But society, it's not, we play this forbidden fruit kind of game. When truth be told, and some people the interracial thing is just spite. Dating out of spite, having sex out of spite, sometimes having kids out of spite, or sometimes thinking one side is better than the other. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do them because they're better than this. And it's like, listen, man, all this stuff becomes game. And when you enter in a relationship, and you can say the two people aren't necessarily playing the game with each other, but the game might be with society, and with their family, with their friends. And it's like, see what we go through. It's like, some of y'all play into this. And sometimes people just don't want to deal with the drama. And what I mean by that is, I will say this. I've seen more black families be accepting of interracial dating than I've seen white families. But I've seen more black people basically disown their black family to be around white people. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. The light went out on me. Catch you on the next one. Peace.